Hi everyone, this is Deborah. I just got finished doing a lot of videos critiquing some products that I just bought on Amazon. But right now, we're going to talk about some trivia or interesting things about Key West. So, if you're thinking about coming, don't come here for the beaches or the water, because the beaches here are very rocky, and you would have to wear the little surf shoes or the reef sandals or whatever, because it would cut you. So first thing is, I'm going to insert a picture of the Running Man. My daughter and I were on the scooter, and she says, "Mom, stop, sit down. You're going to be seeing an icon coming towards me." So it was a man with just shorts on, no top, and he had soiled his pants. Yeah, that kind of threw me. And he was carrying a very large flag. He's very famous here. They call him the Running Man. And he actually stopped and fist bumped me. And my daughter was recording this, but she cut the camera off when she saw what was going on with him. And she didn't know that I could edit that. But he asked me out on a date, but I found out he asked everybody out on a date. He's very well off. He's very patriotic, and he's very famous. He carries this huge flag. So first thing I want to talk about is that buoy. It's a huge buoy at the 0 mile marker. If you're thinking about coming there, you're going to be waiting in a long line. So you should go early in the morning or late at night. And when my daughter told me this, I go, what? But we went there during the day, and the line was down the street of people wanting to get their photo taken at that mile marker. So it was in the news, and it greatly distressed everybody here in Key West that 2 individuals was seen on a camera that had caught the buoy on fire and damaged it about $6,000 worth. And one of the bartenders at Kevin's Irish Bar, Cameron Brody, recognized one of the individuals because he had waited on them, and he remembered him for 2 reasons. He was dressed really badly, and he didn't tip. He was the only patron that night that didn't tip. Let me tell you, if you work in a restaurant or you're a bartender, you remember people like that. So he was able to go through the night's receipts, find a date, timestamp, and was able to see who signed for the credit card, and gave that information to the police. And so the subjects were found, and they've been incarcerated. And the gentleman that solved the case got a whole case of rum, I do believe. So if you're coming here, you've got to go to the Green Parrot. And I have a picture of the Green Parrot. I'll insert that into this video. Also, my daddy and Key West, both of them have something in common, and that is, when I was growing up in Winchester, we owned 350 acres, and my father had bought this huge barn with a rink, wooden round rink, and there was a snack stand, and I was like 6 years old. I was working the snack stand. I was always there with men with stacks of money, and they were cockfighting. My father was heavily into that in the 60s. Now, cockfighting was very prominent here in the 1800s and early 1900s. And then, of course, they banned it because it's cruel to the chickens. So they let all the chickens go, all the roosters. So that's why the chickens and the roosters are protected here, is because they were abused here. And so if you come here during the early spring, you will see baby chickens coming out from under the bushes, following their mom around. So that's interesting. So don't mess with the chickens or the roosters. Also, iguanas. I got actually one video I saw of an iguana when I was doing the boat docks, and they are known to dig up the graves here. So don't mess with the iguanas. They have bottlenose dolphins here and manatees. Now, if you don't know what a manatee is, it's a funny looking, huge, rotund fish. I mean, huge, because when I lived in Cocoa Beach, Florida, I love watching them. They are a gentle soul, but they are being eradicated because they get caught under the propellers of the boats. In case you didn't know, I spent a lot of my life on a boat, and I do mean every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I was on a boat with my 2 children. They remember it probably not as fondly, but I made them study their flashcards. I'm sure they remember that on the boat because we spent so much time on there. We have giant manta rays here and a lot of sea turtles. And there's never been a fatal shark attack here, so that's good. Now, here's where you win the Key West bingo. If you can get a picture of a 6-toed cat, which is what Hemingway always had, and now his whole house is overrun. The whole Key West has got lots of 6-toed cats. If you see a 6-toed cat with an iguana and a rooster, and you can get it all in the photo, you've won the Key West bingo. So when you're here, go to the Bourbon Bar, 201 Bourbon Bar, and the Aqua, and one of the best restaurants, which is very hard to get in, is the Blue Heaven. And my daughter has been there, and she said it is wonderful. But she goes at night because in the morning you got to line down the sidewalk. Also, there's a lot of ghosts here, and there's a book called The Ghost of Key West. So if you're into ghosts, order that, right? And right down the street from me, and there's also one in Key West, is the Croissants de France. And if you see that, it is wonderful. I've had breakfast there, I think, three times in the last month. Also, you want to get some Cuban coffee. And also, Key West is known for sponges. So make sure you pick up a sponge, and also the Cuban coffee, and check out Kermit's Key West Lime Store. And as you all have seen, if you've been watching my videos, that I found out that the Wahlberg family opened up a restaurant here. Little did I know that they have restaurants all over the U.S., and it is wonderful. I never order a hamburger at a restaurant, but I did order the hamburger. So go and watch that video. You will love it. They have their own beer that they named. It was fun. I don't think I've had that much fun in a long time. And there's no use renting a car here for Key West because the traffic is bad, and there's bicycles, there's scooters everywhere. You're better off just getting a bicycle to get around town, or just walk. And as you all know, I bought a scooter here, and it's been the most fun I've had, I do believe, in 20 years. I found out you can't take them on the plane because it's got a battery pack, and I don't want to risk getting in trouble with the airport. So I'm going to leave it here for her and to enjoy. So yeah, the scooter is so much fun, and I got it for $600 on Amazon. It was well worth it because I would have paid that much by now in Ubers. Yes. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.